So previously when I went back online to check out this Dodge Ram TRX, I did find that this baby here indeed does run. And just like I had my initial thoughts, it was a theft recovery vehicle. And also, I knew that it was out of my price range. This truck here was fending on $35,000, and it still has about 4 days, so I know it's going to go a lot higher than that, maybe about $40,000 to $50,000. And of course, with the auction fees on that, it'll be somewhere about $50,000, close to about $60,000 for it, which, in my opinion, I think that is ridiculous for something like this here. But hey, if you want it, they want it. For anything else, they're very, like I said, they're very attentive grabbing cars. They're very attractive looking. If you've seen one or if you drove one, they're not too impressive. You know, some of the other cars can compete with them, even with the price point. But I said these are just really nice cars. They just, I don't know, they just carry a reputation with them. So look at this one here. Oh man, this is probably one I should have looked at. Oh yeah, this guy here, this is a fun car. Batman STI. Yeah, this is the fun one. He got his flaps on here. He got his Hyundai, his Michelin Pilot Sports. I said Hyundai. His Michelin Pilot Sport tires on here. I think this one here is separated. It feels like it is. I could be wrong. I'd have to look at it a little bit further. I know my tires. And this is a 2016. It's kind of old to be separated. And it has spider webs all around here. And so you got this little flaps on here. You guys see the front of it. That's Subaru. That is definitely a fun little ride right here. Yeah, this is definitely a little fun little car right here. And the cool thing about this here is you don't have to worry about anyone stealing this, because most of y'all don't even know how to drive one of these. Most people don't know how to drive one of those. So that's the cool thing. Man, he did, I like this here. This is actually done really well. You can kind of see, if you really look at it really close, that he did pull it out and painted it. But my God, man, he did a fantastic job on this. And on this here too. I don't know what kind of paint he used or how he did it, but pretty fantastic. And then you got your stitching right up here. I don't see anything else. Lights do come on. Let's give her a whirl. How about it? Which way is the neutral again? I'm sitting there talking about y'all, and then I'm figuring out how to put this baby in neutral. Hold on 1 second. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know how, maybe something else is going wrong with it, because I'm 97% sure I have it in the right gear and know what I'm doing. I've tangled with a manual before. Wasn't nothing impressive. Something that'll make you guys roll your eyes is my dad had an Aerostar van, and it was a manual. And though I was a little kid at the time, he showed me how to do the little shifting on how to crank it, and I remembered how to do it. Man, look at this. Yeah. Oh yeah. All of his after market parts on this one here. This was definitely his toy. Want to know why it's here? You know, usually cars like this here would have been in an accident, but I don't see an accident anywhere on here. And he obviously didn't lose it through payments, because he clearly owned this thing. So I don't know why it's here. Maybe it's here because it won't start. You know, I didn't think about that. It could have been something else physically wrong with it. You got to replace something or whatever into it. So anyway, I know I'm doing it right, but it's not starting, so I'm not going to keep pushing the issue. I'm just going to go ahead and try to roll up this window here. I'm not trying to crank you up. I'm just trying to roll up the window. Uh-oh. Me and my geniusness. Oh, there it goes. Doesn't want to. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, this car here definitely have something else going on with it. It's maybe something mechanical that's wrong with this one here. This is not a car that is you know, something that you definitely, you know, obviously, you know, cars that are aftermarket like this here usually raise some red flags. This one here does look like it would be a good buy because this guy here pretty much took care of it. Looked like he had a very professional, or she, and don't rule out that it could have been a woman, because y'all do drive too. But you know, the seats don't have any holes in them. They do have some wear in it, but that's, you know, obvious. There's no damages anywhere on here. It does smell like a very clean car. Just, you know, some little dirt. He got all 4 of his wheels on here, and they're all clean and organized. The back seat is also clean and everything. So clearly he took really good care of this car here. So this here would be something, if it ran, that I would take a look at. But stuff like this here, because all the aftermarket parts and everything into it, you know, trying to fix an engine like this here, don't know it for sure, but I would guess that it would be very, 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 very expensive and would not be cheap to revive. So we're just gonna move on from this one. Yeah, see, that's a no for this one. Let's just go to the next. And we got this one here. This is a Ford Expedition. Everybody loves these cars here, but they've been knife edge. I've owned one, and mine was the worst thing I've ever bought from Copart. But everybody else keep talking great about them. You see there's some structure damage right here. You see that this here fits. And right here you can see that it's bent in right there, which means they must have bolted this here on. There's probably some damage up in there, because look how smooth this thing here seems that it fits on here. And then watch when I open the door. Look at that. Look at that right there. So it means you probably have to take this whole panel out just to see what's going on. Why is it being pushed in? Maybe they didn't do any of that stuff. Maybe it just was hit and then they just, you know, tied it up, whatever, and put it there. See the lights come on, so it obviously works. Ooh, yeah, no. Yeah, see there? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. We got this Taurus, this Equinox here. We got a Tahoe right here. We got a Jetta here. They got the Travelverse, the Silverado sitting on its last legs. Type shit. This is biohazard. You guys know biohazard means that either someone bled or died in a vehicle. So just so y'all know, if you ever see a vehicle and it says biohazard, just, well, that's pretty much what it means in general. Most of the times people get into accidents, and they get into some real nasty accidents, and then they bleed, and there be blood in the cars and stuff like that. And I'm gonna stop looking at it before I see a ghost. I'll open it up and I'm gonna see someone looking in there. I see you. No, you don't. This BMW is axed. All messed up. Can bid on these I could create an account and view them, but almost 90% of the vehicles here I can't bid on because I need a special license to do so. So I think that's where they get theirs from, and that's where SCA steps in. And this one here sounds real nice. I always wanted one of these. I saw them at the car show, and I always wanted one. That was the car show the year before last. They didn't have it this year. I was supposed to do a video on how the car show has less hype, but I didn't get the chance to do that. Airbags deployed in this one here. He does run. Vehicle is on. Obviously, we can see the airbags deployed. How are the seat belts? You don't know, these here are tough and expensive to put in. So, oh, this one here is gone. Typical though, because the airbag did deploy right here. Depending on how this one here is, I said you could take it to someone and I could have someone to put in an airbag depending on the price. We do got our skirts and everything here, and you do got your hard top roof here, which is awesome. And your tires on here, tires looking great. Just that side right over there that are just messed up, so I have to fix all of that. Oh, let me walk on over there so we can see more about this car here. My phone is dying, guys. Yeah, let's see. No frame damage. Don't like the city structure, just this here. All that needs to come off. This whole front grille is gonna have to get replaced, and there's a whole nother headlight on here and everything, so all of that's gonna have to get done just so we can get this here going. And then at the same time though, we can't drive it because airbags are deployed and the seatbelt doesn't work. I mean, you can buckle yourself in, but seatbelt doesn't work. I like this here. I'm gonna keep an eye out on this one here. I know what it's looking at, but I love these here. And it's like, if I don't get a Jeep Wrangler, I want one of these. And this here would be nice for the family. I can trust my wife to drive something like this here. Yeah, y'all didn't know I was married, huh? Well, I am. Alright, sue me. Anyway, I'll keep an eye out on this one here, and hopefully we'll get something. I'll let y'all know something. I'll actually take a look at some more of those. And then some trucks over there. And then this truck here, what the hell? Yo! Oh, never mind. Let's see what happened to that one. Whew. Anyway. And there's the Mercedes right there. Yeah, and then there's the Cadillac. And then there is Chrysler. I don't know if it was this one, but it was one of them, and it looked really bad, and it said clean title. Nah, this one here is a salvage. Yeah. Anytime you see where it says like, I'm assuming collision, which is the lost type. That's typically the reason why. So it's and then insurance name on there. Yeah, it's usually an insurance car. Yeah. That there is dead, so I'm not looking at a dead car. And there's a Bronco there, but I don't really like these type of Broncos. I like the big burly ones that look like a Wrangler, even though it does have that Big Bend, you know, symbol on here. It does have that on this one here. It does look nice on the inside. It does sound nice on the inside. It sounds smooth, and it smells like a really brand new vehicle. But if y'all look down there, you see that? Yeah, so y'all know they got a tire here that's blown out right there. They must have jumped and hit something really hard. Something happened, I don't know. This is a sport model, and he smashed in right there. The exhaust is hanging out. Yeah, this is one I don't see that this one here is worth it, but maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll come back out here and I'll look at it some more. I'll let you guys know something about it. Land Rover, Range Rover. People tell me you should not buy a Range Rover, and I'm stubborn. We're gonna turn that off. No thank you. Not all that. Yep. We're gonna stay away from this one. I'm not even gonna go any further. Y'all already know I got one of these. And yeah, no. Stay away from that. It smells like a new truck. One person at least. I don't know. Maybe it's these auctions. Maybe they be making it smell like a new vehicle or something. But anyway, the window don't go down. It's really damaged up in the front. Tires look good on here though too. Big EcoBoost type vehicle. Hugs with teeth. We the people. I like it. I like it. I like it. Locked. Locked. Anyway, here's the front. Like all you gotta do is put your side fender right here, your headlight, your grill, your bumper, your lower part, your sway bars, and all your other stuff. And then you might have a good one. I don't see any damage to these, so we should be good on that. Anyway, there's that one. And I was gonna check this one here out until I saw that front, and I said no. And then there is a Jeep Wrangler. This car here just died. Yeah, we're not gonna, it's not something I want to even mess with. Sierra, Wrangler, nice, missing airbags, all that kind of stuff. Like I told y'all, I don't know really how to do all of that stuff. So if you don't know how to do it, you stay away from it. Nice one. I love this extended one. It's like an SUV. Pretty good. It'll be nice for the family. Has that third row seating option right here in the back. I'm trying to figure out how do I let this thing here down, but I don't know how to. But anyway, y'all can see right there. There's the third seats right here. So it has the third row, the seating option. You can extend the trunk or not. It smells really good, but it has electrical problems. Clearly, that's what it's showing, or some kind of electrical work that needs to get done to it. I don't know how to do all of that stuff. So like I said before, I'm not going to mess with it. And of course, until I find someone, or if I know somebody who knows how to work on Mercedes or something like that, who's not going to, you know, kill me in price. I'm not asking them to, you know, to do the work for me for free, but just reasonable. Anyway, I don't know how to do any of that stuff, so I'm gonna leave this one here alone. Anyway, I'm finna head on to the house, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.